Yo, fellas, there's some funny shit I'm about to show you. There's an 83-year-old woman, you got that right, 83 years old on Tinder, that's actually not only getting attention, but getting dudes to come dust that old piece of ass off. And throughout the video, you're going to see a lot of things that she still, habits that she's still inhibiting, to where you'll see female nature just never stops, no matter what the age and what the sexual marketplace value should be. An 83-year-old woman should not be looked at as a sexual creature, yo, for real. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Don't let it disgust you, though. Try to watch the video to the end, no matter how hideous this woman looks and acts.
My name is Hattie, and I'm 83 years old. I think I know more about males' genitalia than any doctor. I may not know more than a gay man, but I do. I know about guys. Yeah. Okay. Hattie, 83. Fascinating older beauty. Is seeking a steady, younger friend, lover for a shared life of adventure and passion. No pro-Trump and no players.
Do you only date younger men?
Well, first of all, most men my age aren't around anymore.
Does she only date older men or younger men? She shouldn't have the option to date anybody. Yo, did that let you know how thirsty these people are out here? Or these men anyway, if they can still look at a woman like that and still be able to even think sex. Reminds me of the time when I met this 75-year-old woman. I was going into a restaurant, going to the bar to sit down to eat, and I saw this slim, petite figure with long blonde hair. And then, when I made it around and see her face, 75 years old, and I came and she was telling me how she was rich and how she liked to help people, and she told me how in a roundabout way she found me attractive because she said her favorite man was a guy with average height and average weight and a nice build. I just was like, Some of my friends were saying, yo, when I told them about the situation, told her age and everything, them niggas said, yo, you should have been trying to get some money out that bitch. But nah, it's more like because I knew I would have had to do something with my dick to get that money. And no, I don't, that's one thing. I never looked at a chick to what I could get out of her other than sex. You know what I'm saying? I never was like, well, she can help me pay for this, she can help me pay for that. Nah.
Older men are worried about aging, and that makes sense. I'm worried about aging.
She's not worried about aging. She shouldn't be. She's aged already. I mean, that's like, she's aged out. Oh, God. But, yeah, that's funny, right?
Everyone is worried about aging, but a younger guy is not thinking aging. They're not afraid. Well, sometimes they'll lose an erection because something goes wrong.
Look at how women just ignore the obvious. She doesn't, or I think she knows, but she doesn't want to admit that these guys lose their erection for her as soon as they see her naked. And I would say in a lot of cases, it should be in all cases, but in most cases, if they can't get it up, it's because the girl doesn't turn them on. And if she's 83, there's no way she can do so. Me personally, I've only been with one woman over the age of, 25? And I've been with somewhere to 50, between 50 and 100 women. There is no erectile dysfunction for a woman 21 years old with perky titties and stuff like that. There ain't none. Now, for a 41-year-old who's, got 2 kids and had her kids in her late 30s and mid to late 30s, which is what I encountered, yeah, I might have had erectile dysfunction for her.
Mostly they're not concerned that they're not going to be hard and they're not going to be able to deliver for the woman. And younger men, a while now, they get off on getting a woman off. Very different from when I was younger.
Yo, that's the thing. I've never, ever gotten off by getting a girl off. I never even thought about getting a girl off. I thought about always until one time to where I was like, you know what? I'm going to have sex with this girl. If she gets whatever she gets out of it, if she gets something out of it, fine. If she doesn't, I don't care. And I'm still like that. Only problem is there's too many guys who are concerned about getting a girl off instead of not really caring and getting themselves off. Like getting back to that 41-year-old that I was with. I actually, I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, but I went down on that chick for like 45 minutes to get her because I knew I didn't have no erection for her. But I liked her. She validated me, and I felt like, this is the best that I can do. I was really on some blue-pilled sim shit, trying to force an attraction for a woman who was past her prime, and still somehow kind of feeling bad that I wasn't attracted to her because she was quote-unquote age appropriate. It didn't work out, fellas, because I thought, okay, I'll eat this girl out. She'll be ready to go to sleep, and then that'll be it. Then I can buy time till when maybe an erection will come. And this is like my third time being with her, and still no erection. And, I thought it was going to calm her down, but then, I stop it, try to go to sleep. She's tapping me on my shoulder like, well, don't you want to have sex? And I said, I don't have no condom. She says, you don't have to use a condom. I'm like, wow. And I don't know, came up some more bullshit, but I don't know, man. That's a bad experience. I ain't never been the one to try to make sure a girl gets her shit off before I'm ready to go anyway. I don't care if they get their shit off anymore. I really don't.
I've been on Tinder for about 8 months. I like the ones with open smiles and that look healthy. See, now this guy says he's 57. He's probably 26. But he purposely does that. Now this guy, he's with his mother. So I don't think that that's a good idea.
Well, she confirmed what I kind of knew all throughout my life. Even old, unattractive women don't like dudes that live at home with their mothers. Now that goes as a testament to my sexual marketplace value when I was younger. Because I lived at home well past when I should have been. It went like this for me. From ages, when I graduated from college at 25, moved back home. From 25 to 32, I was living at home. But I still got sex, though. I even got some girls to stay in the house with me, not for an extended period of time, but would spend nights in the house where I live with my grandmother. We'd be smoking weed in the back room, and I'd be fucking her. My grandmom just didn't know about it. I really wish I didn't do no shit like that, disrespecting her home like that. But that's what I did. And then from 32 to about 42, I had my own place. I bought a condo that I eventually lost because I couldn't, basically because I couldn't pick NFL winners. That first season in the house was the Patriots season where they went to the Super Bowl and lost, and I lost $7,000 that one year and didn't stop gambling. And eventually, I missed mortgage payments because of it. So eventually they come and take your house. The bookies didn't come, the bank came. But that is a testament to where a lot of girls were like, you're not stable and I can't look at you as a long-term lover. But I'll give you sex though. So that's a little bit of the testament of how women like to ride the cock carousel and the fact that they saw something in me to give me sex when they couldn't take me long term. So, but still, I would rather have had my own crib the whole time and wouldn't want to hear that because I didn't like hearing, because I just didn't like hearing that. It was embarrassing, but yet, I really wasn't taking no steps to get out of it because I kept smoking weed every day. So it ain't no good. But back to this bullshit.
Older men, a lot of their life's work has already been achieved. I love younger men because they're in the middle of an achievement, of a goal. There's the excitement of creating. I'm still creating, and I'm still moving forward on my life goal, and it's exciting.
I'm sorry, but if you're 83 years old, still working on your life goals, or working on some of them, I mean, really, what would it be to seriously, to keep yourself from suffering from osteoporosis or lordosis where you got that hunchback? Like, the only thing you can hope for is really nothing but as far as your health not totally going to the shitter, like I'm hoping to never have to wear the pens, that kind of thing. That's all you can hope to be doing at 83 years old as far as life goals go.
Oh, look, he came up. Okay, so let's see what he looks like.
You see, even with an 83-year-old woman, it's all about looks, or looks have a lot to do with it. There's no way that she should be able to look at somebody and determine whether she wants to have sex with them. It should be like they should look at her and decide, there's no way that I'd have sex with her.
They love giving orgasms. I love getting them. So now I have a steady stream. So I didn't mean to put it that way. I have a steady selection of young men. This tall guy from Ecuador, he was attracted to me. So I said, okay, let's go. So we go to my apartment. And then after I say to him, by the way, how old are you? And he says, 19. And I didn't know he was 19 because I probably wouldn't have gone to bed with him if I knew it. Okay, so my feet are in and I lie back. This provides circulation for everything and it takes all the stress off. That's it. That's it. When I was younger, all I wanted to do is get married and have a family.
I hope she's not stupid enough to show that picture to the guys that she's about to bed at her current age. Now, what she look like in that picture? Yeah, all day. I'd fuck her all day. And wouldn't be concerned whether she got her shit off or not. Girl like that, looking like that, would be able to keep me erect for about, I don't know. I wouldn't even need a long recovery time for a girl like that. But I wouldn't be caring if she got her climax or not. No, I would not care at all. Back then, when men treated women like sexual objects, women stayed in their place. They cooked, they cleaned, they were more feminine. But this rise in feminism, now all these hoes got toys and shit. And I don't know, my dick don't vibrate like bzzz. My dick don't do that. So how can you expect a woman, how do you expect to be able to compete with a vibrator? One of my dad's old school, all my dad's friends are old school, but I overheard them talking one time, and he said, once your woman starts playing with toys, or if she's got toys to begin with, you're done. You ain't gonna be able to please that bitch. So I'm taking that. When I find out a girl got toys, I'm looking at her like she's impossible to please, and I'm not really looking to deal with her ass, period. But the sad part is all these women got toys, so good luck trying to find one that don't use them.
My husband and I, former husband, had a wonderful sex life, and when the children went off to college, a lot of the dynamics broke down. So we got divorced, and then he remarried, and I thought, and I'll remarry, and it didn't work that way, but I was horny. And from that point on, I was 55, and I put an ad in the paper. We didn't have the internet. And then I got a series of lovers, one after the other. They left their names on my answering machine, and I auditioned them. And I had a lot of dates and met a lot of men.
Fellas, notice how she said he got remarried and she thought she would get remarried. But she didn't know nothing about the wall and how a woman's sexual marketplace value declines rapidly, or it's already really declined at age 55. So basically, there was nobody there, no suitors there to marry her into her old age like that. You see that? But yet she thought she could still compete like a man and go out here and get someone else to marry her. No, she just found a whole bunch of horny, desperate dudes to have sex with her, even at 55. I wouldn't be fucking no 55-year-old woman. Like I told y'all the story about the 75-year-old I met. So I came up with criterion. 75 years old? Fuck no. 65 years old? Probably not. 55 years old? I doubt it. 45 years old? Possibly. 35 years old? Probably. 25 years old? Definitely. So anything over 75 years old, I'm not even looking at to try to sleep with.
But all the while, I was praying, this one's going to go to bed with me and say, I want to be with you forever. I wanted to keep having sex all the time, but I didn't have a resident. The emotional side was bad. I would cry. I would say, I so much want that person. And I was carrying on like that for decades. And I would get depression. It may never happen. I may die before it happens.
You're 83. You will die before it happens.
So I came up with a psychological surgical procedure. And it's called a heartectomy. And what you do is you cut the connection between your heart and your and then fine.
She just confirmed what we already know. Women are not built to handle sex without getting emotionally attached. So, you heard her say she was depressed for years and for decades. So that's why all these women nowadays are on pills, because they're continuing to go out here and having sex with men and they can't bond emotionally. That's what women look to do. And then they're getting pumped and dumped. And you heard her saying she wanted this one, but he didn't want her. So because she was too old, man. And she still kept trying to think that she could fuck her way into emotionally becoming that man's attachment. Like she hoped to fuck him until he became emotionally attached. Women, it don't work like that for us. So she comes up with she basically adhered to the 1,000-cock stare. I can fuck now and get emotionally I can fuck now and not get emotionally attached. Because women aren't built for that. Women are built to have maybe 3 partners max, and anything over 3, they're just done and you're just not going to get it back. It's like trying to be a virgin again. It'll never happen. But, fuck it. Let them figure that shit out as they take their fucking trazodone or whatever it is they need to take.
Okay. Do you like this? You like it, sweetheart?
Look, she's already a cat lady. See that?
I'm ready. I'm comfortable. Not wearing underwear, though. Okay, I'm all right now.
Tell me about the date you have coming up tonight.
His name is Sean.
If that don't tell you, black men really need 2 things. Black men will take anything, and black men need to get their standards up. I just knew it wouldn't be some Chad type white boy that would be interested in fucking an 83-year-old woman. Like, seriously. Had to be a brother making us all look bad. Making us all look desperate. Like, we'll fuck anything.
We'll eat. We'll talk. We'll probably kiss. We'll see. But it's sweet. Beauty. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, honey. I'll be coming back. And I'll probably give him a massage, and he's going to give me a massage. So there is the intimacy. Whether or not something will happen, I don't really know.
Hi, Mom.
FaceTime, have you ever done it before?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm only a mother. What should I know?
I can't really zoom in, but her daughter, it looks like I will fuck her daughter. Yup.
But anyway, darling, so we're standing in front of the restaurant, and there's this guy who I asked a bunch of questions. So I said, are you married? He said no. I said, are you gay? He said no. I said, are you an addict? He said no. I said, will you go on a date with me? He said yes. So here I am.
Sounds like a fun date.
So are you ever embarrassed about me?
No, once. Once you told me you were in a dorm at NYU, and that I thought was pushing the limit.
The NYU guys, right.
This is actually one of my first experiences with an older woman such as Hattie. I would say this is a fantasy just because I haven't been too in tune with the older crowd as such. But yeah, I would consider it a fantasy. How are you? Good to see you.
I said, one man for my bed, one man for my everything. Didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I miss making love.
Which is crazy because you're an amazing person, so yeah, somebody missed out.
Notice how she's touching his arm, fellas. That's the universal sign that you're gonna get some. There was a girl that I used to deal with some months ago. I've known her for about 3 years, and she's actually, I shouldn't be fucking with her, seriously, because she is a lesbian. She's attractive, but she's still a lesbian. But sometimes I guess she wants dick every once in a while. And I can tell if I'm going to get lucky that night by when she touches my arm. When she touches my arm, I know to stay a little bit longer than if she doesn't touch my arm. I know if she doesn't touch my arm, don't stay long at all, because she's not in the mood for some dick. For some dick, she could probably take some pussy, but not some dick that night.
Most I like about Hattie was her bubbling personality and how genuine she is. She's just a people person.
Who does his brother think he's fooling? He gave her a high five? Fellas, if you ever somewhere with a chick and she gives you the high five and you want to fuck her, turn and walk away, because it ain't gonna happen. I've seen that before, like a girl in the gym that I was kind of looking at, kind of had eyes for, and she was working out with some dude, and I'm thinking, oh, he might be hitting that. Then when she gave him a high five, she was letting everybody in that gym know that ain't nothing going on between me and this clown. Nothing. Hopefully he was young, so he wasn't smart enough to pick it up, but I bet you that old woman know what that high five means. She wasn't gonna get fucked by that dude.
The date went well. It's an interesting dynamic coming from what I'm used to, but all in all, I would say it was pretty cool. It was a good experience. She's definitely an interesting person. You have no choice but to run into Hattie. This was fun. This was fun.
think so.
Definitely. Good night, Hattie.
Well, you know he didn't hit it because he ended the date early, and the way he hugged her. Did you see how far his hips were extended back? I've seen that happen, man. Like the 41-year-old that I crapped out on, that I couldn't get it up for. Before we started doing anything, I'm talking about when we first went out on a date, because she wanted to have sex with me the first night. I've had a lot of girls want to sleep with me the first night, and then I don't. Then you lose favor with a lot of them, but with her I didn't. And the first night we went out, she hugged me and she pressed her hips on me. Then after 3 failed attempts at trying to have sex, when I hugged her, her hips were away. So basically that's what it is. So when they got interest in you, males too, I guess, they put them hips on you. And if they don't like you no more, or if they don't like you, never like you to begin with, they give you that pat on the back hug. They hug you and start patting you on your back, man. If you know that, turn and walk away. It's not gonna happen, fellas. Or if the hips are away from you, it's not gonna happen, fellas.
Sean is an absolute darling. So he's a very sexual man. I'm a very sexual woman. And there's no sense of whether or not that will ever develop in that. I'll probably have him massage me, and I'll massage him. And who knows?
A very sexual man, but yet he didn't take you upstairs to have sex with you. Still, she'll still find it to be some kind of something other than the fact that he just didn't find her attractive. So with her, you saw a lot. You saw hypergamy, meaning she wanted to be selective. You saw the fact that women can't bond after a certain amount of sex partners. You saw where she thought at 55 years old she was still able to hit the sexual marketplace value like a woman in her 20s and get those kind of results. You saw that she was a cat lady. You saw that she denied the fact that men don't find her attractive and they lose their erections, and that's why, she wanted to blame it all for some other reason. There was probably some more in there, but that's the gist of it. Hypergamy never gets to be 83 years old. Hypergamy stays around age 15. See y'all.